I'm Captain Hook. Want to hear a story about Hook? Or I'll tell you. No, cut. I had a much better idea in my head. Aha! I have your attention. Now, although my Captain Hook impression was questionable, you kept watching. And that's the point. That's what we're going to talk about in this video. A magical thing called the hook. Hook, Captain Hook. See what I did there? My name is Chris Szymanski and I'm the creative director at AppAgent. The hook, what is it? Well, we consider it the first 5 seconds of any video creative, and it's arguably the most important element. It really has the power to make or break it. From our experience, too many creators are disregarded as non-performers before they're given a fair chance. Most of the time, you can stick a new hook on it and you might have a winning creative. Here is a great way to uncover some potential silent winners you might not even realize you had. Before we look at how to make a great hook, we have to understand what is the intention of the hook. And the name gives a pretty big clue. People are quite frankly being bombarded with different forms of media at every touch point in our ever-expanding digital lives. It is therefore important to create something that makes them stop and watch you instead of continuing scrolling. And once you have them on the hook, you can reel them in and tell them more. You could have the best ad ever. You could have invested in beautifully crafted cinematics, but it won't make any difference if the first few seconds don't grab a viewer's attention. So, what makes a great hook? This is where your research is so important. Different audiences will be attracted by different things. Part of your player research that we talked about in the other videos should include stuff like visual styles, humor, cultural trends, organic trends, all the things that you can take and apply to your hooks. A great place to start is researching what other people are doing with their hooks. Use Apptica to analyze which high-performing creators among similar games in your genre or games with similar audiences and how they have constructed the hook. Could you reverse engineer these for your creatives? When it comes to hooks, the sky is literally the limit creatively. But here are a few tips to get you on the right track. Number 1, keep it short and sweet. It should be blatantly obvious within the first few seconds what is happening. People should get it straight away. Number 2, add movement. Movement naturally catches the eye. This could come in the form of dynamic camera movement or hypnotic slow element movement. And number 3, evoke intrigue or curiosity. Give the viewer no choice but to carry on watching by hinting or teasing what is to come. This works particularly well with UGC-style creatives. Number 4, create humorous, shocking, or wow moments. You can never go wrong with a good old-fashioned what the moment. Number 5, play with the viewer's emotions. The power of empathy has never been stronger. You can never go wrong with a cute little cat that needs saving. Number 6, use all the tools at your disposal. Don't disregard audio. Things like sound effects, voiceover, music can really take your hooks to the next level. Now, I think it's finally time to see some examples of some great hooks. Roll the tape!
This hook is from a UGC-style creative that we made for Merge Mansion that performed very strongly. It gets straight to the point with a question that you just can't ignore, is on point for a mystery-loving audience, and the fact that it's set in an actual spooky mansion, accompanied by impactful tense music, only adds to the curiosity.
Do you like spooky old houses like this one? Then Merge Mansion is the game for you. You need to help Maddie renovate the mansion and find out the truth about her family.
This hook for Autogun Heroes manages to pack the objective, high-energy action, dynamic animation all within the first few seconds. While cinematic-style creatives can have a slower tempo, by adding something impactful in the first few seconds like a spaceship transporting, as shown in this creative for Starborn Frontiers, is a great way to catch the eye.
Nice of you to join us, Commander. Frontier's a dangerous place, full of vagabonds who want what we have and take what they can.
Using Apptica to research hooks is a pro way to get inspiration from other games. Here are some examples that we love. Look no further than Whiteout Survival. They probably have the strongest hook game in the business. They are brilliant at creating surprising moments that blend seamlessly into gameplay. And finally, this creative from Royal Match has a lot going on. You understand very quickly the king, who you sympathize with, needs saving, and they use a lot of different techniques to communicate clearly the objective and the mechanics.
As we talked about earlier, it's extremely important to experiment with different hooks for the same creative. I guarantee you, your first idea will not be the best one. Brainstorm multiple ideas. How can you execute them differently? And finally,
here are 3 different hooks that we created for one ad for Sunrise Village. 2 of the hooks used different visual executions to tell some form of narrative, and the other went directly to gameplay. And the one that performed the best? The one we least suspected. Using pretty basic 2D animation and VFX with an AI voiceover, it just shows the importance of testing and experimentation.
when you know you have high-performing hooks, keep a library of them. The basic DNA of them should be able to be recreated for future creatives. So there you have it, the hook. Love it, care for it, give it all your attention. And trust me, it will love you back. So what's next? In the next video, we will look at iterations.